abridged. I have a few brief announcements before we get underway. Please refrain from eating, drinking, or smoking
anything
during the performance. Due to strong language, subversive concepts, and shabby scholarship, the complete works of William Shakespeare, abridged, may be unsuitable for young children.
I am Adam, and tonight we're going to attempt a feat which we believe to be unprecedented in the history of theater. That is, to capture in one single theatrical event the power, the magic, the towering grandeur of the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, we have a lot to cover in 10 minutes, so at this time, I would like to introduce Muleshoe's most preeminent Shakespearean scholar, Franklin. Yeah.
William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, scholar, philosopher, a man whose literary genius has had a profound and immeasurable impact on the world of English-speaking people. How many of you have ever seen or read any play by William Shakespeare? Anybody? At all? No. Just raise your hands. Go ahead. Oh. I think they might know more than we do. I think we should leave.
Don't worry about it.
No, I think we should start running now.
These people don't know Shakespeare from Shinola. Just keep going.
What do you want me to do?
Narrow it down.
Join us in our versions of
Othello,
Macbeth,
the Histories,
and Hamlet. Now, we are going to present to you and examine one of Shakespeare's more mature plays, his dark and brooding tragedy, the Othello, Moor of Venice.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we obviously have a little bit of a problem in performing Othello because the part was written for a black man and we're obviously not. I mean, we don't have the physical characteristics necessary to portray the... Yeah.
Well, due to physical limitations, we are going to be unable to perform Othello.
Wait. We can do it. Just because we're not black doesn't mean we can't do Othello. I got an idea. Just kind of join in. There's a story of a brother by the name of Othello. He liked white women and he liked green jello.
And a punk named Iago who made himself a menace because he didn't like Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Now Othello got married to Desdemona.
And he took off for the wars and he left her alone.
It was a moment.
He didn't write a letter and he didn't telephone her. Desdemona, she was faithful. She was chastity tied. She was the daughter of a duke.
Yeah, she was totally
white.
But Iago had a slip. He was crafty.
He was sly.
He was sort of a wicked girl.
That he's too dang jealous. I need a
kind of a schmo.
So we find a chump sucker by the name of Cassio.
And he plants on him Desdemona's handkerchief.
So Othello gets to wonder just maybe if. Oh! Like he's made out fighting and getting the shove.
Are Desi and Cass maybe falling in love?
Love. Sticks a pillow in her face,
kills her, and soliloquizes about his disgrace.
But there's Amelia at the door,
who we met in Act 4,
who says, "You big dummy, she weren't no prostitute."
So why'd you have to go and make her face turn blue?
It's true.
It's you.
Now what you gonna do?
And Othello say,
"Oh, this is getting pretty scary."
So he pulled out his blade and committed Harry-Carry.
Yeah, he'd probably come to flee,
loaded up his bags,
and moved to Beverly
Hills, that is.
So. Now that we've examined Othello, let's move on to Shakespeare's other tragedies, because we found that throughout history, the comedies aren't half as funny as the tragedies. Take, for example, Shakespeare's Scottish play, Macbeth.
Oh, don't talk about it in here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Which you're really not supposed to talk about in a theater unless you're performing it, because it's cursed.
Booga, booga, booga. Fortunately, however, we not only perform an abbreviated version of Macbeth, but after much thorough research, we are able to do so in perfect Scottish accents.
Dabble, toil and trouble.
Stay ye imperfect Mac speaker, tell me Macmore.
Macbeth, beware Macduff. No woman born shall harm Macbeth. Till Burnham would come to dancing in, don't you know?
Oh, that's dead great. Then what Macmillan, Macfirr, Macduff.
I know that from my mother's womb that I was untimely of it. What do you think about that?
That's bloody disgusting. Lay on, ye great haggis face.
Macbeth, you killed me wife. You murdered me babies. You spit in me still.
Oh, I didn't have.
I did. I had to throw half of it away. Behold where lies the usurper's cursed head. Macbeth, your arse is at the windy. And know that never was a story of blood and death than this. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Macbeth.
This is boring, boring, boring. This is the kind of stuff kids hate to study because it's so boring.
And I agree. I will not do dry, boring, vomitless Shakespeare for these people. It'll just turn them off. That's what happened to me. Why can't Shakespeare be more like sports?
Sports? How do you mean?
Well, sports are visceral. They're exciting to watch. I mean, take the histories, for example. All the kings and queens killing each other off, and the throne being passed from one generation to the next. It's exactly like playing football, but you do it with a crown.
I can see that. They are kind of similar, aren't they? Okay, line them up. Let's get macho.
25, 42, Richard III, Henry V. Part 1, 2, 3, hut.
And the crown is snapped to Richard II, that well-spoken 14th century monarch. And he's fading back to a past, looking for an heir down to... Oh, but there's a heavy rush from King John.
My gross flesh sinks downwards.
The crown is in the air, and Henry VI comes up with it.
Victory is mine.
Oh, but he's hit immediately by King John, that rarely performed player from the 12th century, and he's down. Oh, he's killing him out there. This looks like it could be the end of a War of the Roses cycle. He's on his way. He's there. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20. Oh, he's poisoned on the 10-yard line. Looks like he's out for the game. Replacing him is number 72, King Lear.
Divide we are kingdom in 3. Cordelia, you go long.
Oh, there's a penalty marker down.
Fictional character, on the field. Lear is disqualified, and he's not happy about it.
There's a puddle up on the field, fumble, and Henry VIII comes up with it. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. He stops at the 5 to chop off his wife's head. Touchdown for the Red Rose! Oh, you gotta believe this is the beginning of a Tudor dynasty. King V, Richard III, Dee's a babe, and Charles a turd. Go Fergie! I feel like we're leaving something good out. Oh no! Hamlet! How could we forget Hamlet?
I don't know, it's right there.
Shakespeare didn't write Hamlet, did he?
Of course he did.
I thought it was a Mel Gibson movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the greatest play ever written in the English language. A play of such lofty poetic...
Wait a minute. I don't know if... Hamlet's such a serious and hardcore play. I don't know if I can do it.
What? What are you talking about? It's the last one.
I know, it's just... That football game left me so emotionally and physically drained that I don't think I could do it justice.
We don't have to do justice to it. We have to just do it.
Well, I don't want to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, since we have a few more minutes, we are going to go through Hamlet very quickly. So, before we get underway, I want to make a brief announcement since there are children in the audience. Please keep in mind that we are trained professionals.
Do not try this at home. Go over to a friend's house instead. But the night will come.
Mock me.
Something is wrong in the state of Denmark.
Revenge my murder.
My lord, this is strange.
There are other things in heaven and earth, so piss off.
To be or not to be, that is the...
Skip the speech trickingly on the tongue.
Give o'er the play.
I will take the ghost word for £1,000.
Oh no, mother, what's wrong?
No, will not murder me. Help! How now? All right, dead. For a ducat. Dead.
Now, Hamlet, where is Polonius?
At supper.
Where?
Dead.
Ah!
Alas, poor Europe. Soft, here comes the queen.
Sweet to the sweet.
Hold off the earth a while.
It is I, Omelet, the Danish.
The devil take thy soul.
Give us the foils.
One for me. Oh, I am slain.
I am poisoned. The rest is silence. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the complete works of William Shakespeare.
As an audience, I think you showed a lot of heart.
A lot of courage.
And a lot of...
as Shakespeare would say, chutzpah. So if you enjoyed the show, tell your friends.
If you didn't, tell your enemies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good night.